load it for you?
No, it's cool.
Okay, look up towards the ceiling. Go in. Gonna tickle your brain. Almost done. And that's it.
Ah! Buh.
Did it feel like I was tickling your brain?
No, it felt weird.
Alright, tip your back for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, you're done.
Champ, sign the contract. Let's go. Like, what are you doing? Like, it's nonsense. It's. I get that you're a firefighter. I get that you're a guy that we admire that. We admire all those things about you, wanting to help people in this crisis time. But you're also the champion of the world. You know, come on, man. Let's get this thing done. Sign the contract. Like,
what date?
August. Let's fight in August.
Let's go.
Fight in August. Let's go. Let's fight in August. Let's get this thing done. You know, I think he also said last fight didn't start so fast, didn't start so well, but this time it'll be better. It didn't start so well because I'm better than him. Like that's it. It's what it is. It's gonna start like that this time, but this time I'm not gonna get tired, and you're not gonna just punch me in the stomach for 5 minutes. You know, we're gonna prepare me to go and beat you again. So it's going to start the same way because I'm better than him. Just sign a contract. I think I beat him up so bad in the first round that I lost respect for him and started carrying my hands really low and not fighting the way that I'm known to fight. And I'm going to beat him up like that again.
Do I think I would ever be in the octagon with Khabib? No. I mean, if you mean fighting them, no, not Khabib. Tony Ferguson, maybe. I mean, if he decides he wants to move up to welterweight, I might have to fight him. Conor, that was close. This close. It could have happened. You know, for all these guys, if they're feeling froggy, they want to jump up. Then they can jump up, and I'll gladly fight any one of them. I don't discriminate. It depends on how I'm feeling that night. It depends on the mood. Because I'm not coming in there to lose. That's first and foremost, the goal is to win. If I was the most exciting fighter in the world, but I lost every fight, people wouldn't care. Oh man, that guy sucks. That guy just loses. You know, the objective is to win. But like you guys have seen in every one of my fights, I do what I want to do. If I want to take a guy down, I'll take him down and beat him up. If I want to keep it standing like I did in my last fight, I'll keep him standing and just, you know, eventually get the job done. If I want to mix it up like I did in the fight previous where I won the title, I'll mix it up and, you know, I'll win the fight there as well. So it all depends on the mood, how I'm feeling.
Yes, I'd like to know from one guy who named himself about bad guy. Yes, I'm talking about Chael Sonnen. Hey Chael, what's up, man? I hope you are doing well. So I have a question for you, Chael. What happened between you and Skin Guy Adesanya? I mean, because you know, to me, it's look like a honeymoon between you and him. Or, you know, I don't know what happened. I'd like to know. Because you just talk good things about him, even when he lost to Romero on his last fight. Yes, I'm talking about the worst fight ever. So I'd like to know if you got paid to talk good about him. I really don't believe that. Or are you on a honeymoon with him? Thank you, ciao.
Lucas.
When Ferguson refers to you as one-dimensional, obviously you have that wrestling background. You've been in the sport a very long time. What goes through your head when you hear something like that?
It's hell, it makes me feel good because the one dimension he's talking about is putting people to sleep, and that's the only dimension I'm trying to go. That's the only. Again, I could knock someone out in the fourth round. I haven't been there, but I'm still throwing with the same intent, the same velocity as I am in the first and the fourth. And he kind of shot himself in the foot because I do want it bad enough, and I will put him to sleep in the first 2 rounds, and that's pretty much what he's saying. He's gonna, if I don't put him to sleep in the first 2 rounds, or first 3, preferably first 2, then it's gonna be a battle of will and a battle of heart, battle of nutrition, attrition, and, we'll see. I've wrestled since I was 4, I've trained my mind and body to be here and to be in these circumstances and in those situations.
Right.
So, yeah, man. I said a long time ago, I'm ready to go to Tony's dark place. I know he's got a few of them, but, I'm ready to go there.
Everybody, the UFC is back this Saturday night, live from Jacksonville, Florida. A couple of things I want to point out before we get started. The prelims on ESPN. They are on ESPN, the network. They start at 6 o'clock on the East Coast, 3 o'clock on the West Coast. The main card starts at 10 o'clock on the East Coast on ESPN Plus pay-per-view, 7 o'clock on the West Coast. Main event, Tony Ferguson versus Justin Gaethje. As a promoter, you never know how a fight's going to turn out. I can tell you on paper, this looks like this, that, and everything else. I guarantee you, this fight is going to be insane. I can also guarantee you it will be one of the nominated fights for Fight of the Year this year. Impossible for this fight not to be incredible, okay? Couple of fights you might not know about. Let's start right here. Charles Rosa versus Bryce Mitchell. Mitchell, he's 12-0. He's got 9 submissions. His last bout finished with only the second twister in UFC history. He is without a doubt the most exciting featherweight to watch right now. Rosa, 12-3, 8 submissions, 3 knockouts. Only 1 win has gone to a decision. This is a huge step up for Mitchell against a durable vet that might have the advantage standing. This fight on paper is nothing but action. Second fight you might not know about. Olenek versus Verdum. Verdum is coming back after a 2-year gap between fights. He is hungrier than ever in this fight against Olenek. Both of these guys are known for their submissions, so this will most likely come down to who has the best stand-up. Olenek goes out there and comes out swinging for the fences and is willing to take one to give one. Fabricio has very underrated stand-up and is going to be looking to be the more technical of the 2 on his feet, and he will absolutely pick his spots. I see this being one crazy stand-up brawl. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, now you know.
Regardless of what's happening or what questions are asked, it's not going to change the way I train. I always try to trick my body, trick my mind, and make sure that it's always guessing. Practicing the pommel horse, I've been taking these new approaches to up my game. When somebody told me I'm their spirit animal, it's funny, but I just cracked up. I really had fun with it. The fans seem to enjoy it.
That's